Hey everyone, it's QW here with some more blueprints, and let's see if today can't be a little bit more successful than the previous couple of days. Let's see, this Blessing of the Berry Picker still around. We're still looking for a couple more letters to solve our castle puzzle. We have, let's see, the classrooms we could do, probably not today since we did them yesterday. There's a vault key we could be looking for. I'm trying to think if there's anything else obvious we could be going for, but I don't remember offhand what threads we were following. We can start aiming for more of these trophies. I need complete the Mount Holly directory. What am I missing? It's going to be none of these. I think I've got all the rooms here. It's just going to be the additions. I need a drafting studio, get one more of these. I haven't made a Dovecote or casino yet. So 1, 2, 3. And I haven't made the Lost and Found, so there's 4. Let's make an outer room. I don't want a shrine. I don't particularly care too much what it is. Today... I could be going for particular rooms inside. I have a couple thoughts what I could be doing. I don't really like the hovel anymore. Trading post potentially could get me something. Root cellar will be good for digging. Let's take the trading post today. I don't have... Well, I have a key card I can trade, but we'll come back out here later maybe with some rarer items, see if I can't get anything. There's a potential that a vault key would end up in there, but I don't know for sure. My thought today is I actually would love to make hallways today. And this is kind of requiring me to put on my Key of W who's already played the game hat, because there's something I want from a hallway. It's easier if I make hallways more likely. I can get the thing I want without having to struggle too much. Because finding this in the game just either requires incredible amounts of luck, or you have to kind of be very curious and piece together a thread on your own without the game explicitly telling you about it. Okay, we got some good items here. I might just unlock the trunk with the key rather than get a sledgehammer. Oh no, the sledgehammer is in the room, so we'll use this. Anyway, hallways will contain what I'm looking for here. Not the tunnel, though. I don't want to do the tunnel today. Ooh, I don't like any of this because... Okay, we're gonna pick a wild berry, see what happens. That actually worked out really well in my favor. This counts as a hallway. There's a key there. A lot of starfish there. Corridor is going to eventually come in handy. Any items in here? Don't think so. Treasure trove is good, because I will eventually want this to be giving me tons and tons of money, because currently it's giving me quite a lot, but not enough for me to take, like the Darebird thing is like 110, so I'm gonna need a lot. Let me review my notes now for this. This is one of the things I really just have to have another page open on my computer to remember to go through my notes. So note the 8th one here. I'm just going to use a key because you got to use a key. This will be the 8th note. It's in a black chest with a sun symbol. All boxes marked by sun symbols contain memos that are true. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that is noted. This will go into my thing. I'm going to title it Note 8. I can type. I'm typing on my other monitor over here. Black chest, sun symbol. I don't know if the black has any meaning yet. So far, I've only seen blue, white, and black chests. I've seen sun, moon, and wind symbols. So all boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true. So the sun symbol, note 3 had a sun symbol, and that one said the true treasure of the trove is not in the house. We kind of already know that. Oh, and that, I think we have enough information now we could figure out what that means. If the true treasure is not in the house, and was there anything else that said something. The true treasure of the trove is not in this room. Right, there was a red note that said the true treasure of the trove is not in this room, which means the true treasure of the trove is in this room, but it's not in the house. So what we're going to want to do is make the blessing of the monk. If we make the blessing of the monk, and then we end a day in this room, and then we draft this room outside, potentially there would be the treasure in there. I think we'd already figured that one out. Let's take this. Foyer's nice, but I don't really care about the foyer yet. I want this room. So there's two things I want us to notice about this room. The first is I just noticed the 5 book types we have. Orange, green, purple, red, and yellow. They all have their uses. But that's what we're given here. We're also given these paintings, which we've already solved. Other than that, we're really given nothing else to work with. But if you're curious, you might think, what happens? Because we know that if we pick a book, we open the passage to the door on the other side. But that door exists already. What if I go around the room and draft this room and come through the secret passage on the other side? What happens if I do that? So let's try. I haven't made the foyer yet, so I don't want this. Let's see what happens if I can somehow get around. Sleeping mask is not as helpful today. I ordered it yesterday, but it would have been more helpful if I was doing a day with bedrooms, but I'm not. Let's just get these gems out of the way. Security, so I can set up an experiment, perhaps drain the reservoir. That'd be a good one for now. So would remove a crate from the tunnel. Keycard system. Let's just turn the security level up really high. Doesn't really matter to me right now. Let's go to the online bit on Swansong. I'll come up with a second joke about the Swanson password there. I don't think we have any more announcements. No. I should check what day, what day would Christmas be? 48? 49? Request schedule changes, special orders. I don't know what would be a special order here. I mean, I always like having the sleeping mask just in case. It's just a easy way to keep your steps up during the day. Let's go to the laboratory and set up our experiment. Let's see. Remove a crate from the tunnel. This, I don't want these two today. So, next 10 times you view your map. Well, let's do this one. It means that we're going to have a short day unless I can remember not to turn on the map. Because checking the map, even when you're drafting a room, if you press tab to see where it's going to go, that counts as checking the map. But the most important thing here, oh dear, I'm already using a key, is to, this way. And then turn right. Oh, I think I went too far. I want to turn right and go around. So we moved a thing from the tunnel. Shoot, that's... Okay, I want this to go to the right. And then I want the other room to go to the right. Oh, come on. I need keys now. This is a potential key getter. There's a key. Sale's too late for me because I already purchased everything. Alright. This I want to move rightward. And then we'll go from there. Passageway is fine. And then I want this one to also move to the right. Come on. Let's get something with keys. This will not give me much in the way of keys. This... Take the courtyard. Just for the guaranteed items here. I was hoping to dig up keys. There we go. Servants' quarters is one guaranteed key, but if I get the servants' quarters later, I get more keys. Now this has to move to the right, otherwise it's screwed. We're going to pick a wild berry and do it. Okay, that's not my favorite. Dang it! Alright, I needed it to go this way, and it didn't, so we can't get this, this thing today. Let's see. What can I do instead? I don't care about doing the laundry, because now it's just about experiments. Removing crates from the tunnel. Which I can do. I also want to see what kind of rooms I can draft and get things. I would love to get the break room because it'll give me the key card. Huh. I might this day might be really short. Dining room would be nice as well. Okay, I'm doing alright on gems. I don't really need to worry about those, thank you. Dining room. So let's take that now. Ah. Garage is good. Here in my garage. I don't think there's any dig spots. Let's just check in. Well, none of that is what I'd want to see. Kitchen's actually alright to get steps. I'm just trying to fill up my steps really, really high so I can trigger my good old experiments. So I could trigger it 8 more times, for instance. But if I get to rank 8, which I can't now, I think I'm done. I think I've drawn everything I can. There's stuff up that way, but I would need keys for it. I think I would use up too many steps. I think it's better to just use up my steps now. Make this day really short. Try to do the secret passage trick tomorrow. We'll just trigger this 10 times. There we go. Remove 10 crates from the tunnel. Getting close to the point the tunnel's empty? We'll see. Let's do another day, obviously. That was really short. But it wasn't a wasted day. We at least made progress on the tunnel. I don't need to see much else, though. Let's just move on. Boom, bum, bow. Wow, 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 wow. Bow, bow, wow, 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 wow. Bow, bow, wow, 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 wow. Once again, I want hallways. Yeah, I'm not sure if the game ever tells you the secret passage trick. I'm just thinking like, oh, this is a trick you can do. Like, you just be curious. What would happen if you went in the back end of the secret passage? That's all the game's asking. Let's set ourselves up for the treasure trove, I guess. So we can give ourselves the blessing of the monk. But something we should know about doing this is, what if we gave more than 16 coins? Because we've done all 8 blessings. If we give more than 16 coins, is there a 9th blessing? No. What happens is we get the blessing of the dancer again, but instead of doing 3-day-long blessing, it's a 4-day-long blessing. So the blessing I want to do certain puzzles costs 13. If I add 16 to this, I loop around to the second time. That'd be 29 coins. 29 coins. This should give me the blessing of the monk for 4 days. So yeah, I figured I'd just tell you that rather than do things over and over till we figure it out. And at this point, the blessing of the monk really is the best one to take because we want to get the treasure trove out here. We also want... Is there any other room we were thinking we wanted out here? We could pick a room that we just want to see early in the day and then draft it outside rather than look for it inside. So for instance, we could do that with the vault. We'll see. Let's get some hallways going. Secret passage, just put it right there. Gives us a much easier time. Put the spare green room there. So my goal is to get to this room without going through the secret passage, and I'll show you something cool. I'm going to put the funeral parlor here. But I'm not going to go in it yet. We'll want actual red rooms before we do that. Let's see. Observatory's good. Might get the gems back. I hope I do. Yeah, I get 1 gem back. Now gems in green rooms. Slice. Quite a few good things here. I am going to use my key on this. And we'll see what we get. Gems is good. Oh, coins, that's the worst one. That's not what I wanted at all. Drawing room. Let's take corridor. Now I just need a room that turns to the right. That's what I could use. Great Hall does, but I don't have any keys. This is a terrible draw. So it has to be the tunnel. I don't really like the tunnel anymore, but this is really not good because now I have to double back quite far. I also don't have the key card because I didn't end yesterday in the break room. So now, best shot is to go through the funeral parlor. Man, the game is really taunting me with this. Like, I'm just trying to do one thing, and the game is making absolutely certain I can't do it. In my first playthrough, I had 0 trouble with this puzzle. 0 trouble. So the fact that it's happening now is really annoying to me. That the game isn't giving me what I need on the day this happens. Let's get this out of my freaking inventory, out of the draft pool. It's got to be the bedroom. Give me something that... There we go. That's what I need. Now I need something that goes down. Weight room is also fine, but let's take the den. I don't know if I'll be getting anything else today. So... here we go. If you go to the back side of the secret passage, we see this. And this gives us our final letters, I believe. So now we should have, so imagine castle, C-A-S-T-L-E. The reason I put the A here is because we already know that on the furthest right, the top letter is an X. The second letter we don't know, that must be the D. We know the third and fourth, we don't know the fifth. So that's the arrangement. So it's now C-I-X-A-D-D-S-I-X-T-O-R-L-O-R-E-T-T. So C-I-X doesn't spell an English word. Add 6. T-O-R doesn't spell an English word. Neither does L-O-R. Neither does E-T-T. So something about adding 6 will be in here. I need to decipher what C-I-X means. I also need to decipher tor, lor, et. There's a couple ways to go about doing this. One thing we saw in one of the classrooms, we saw T-O-R kind of meant something counterclockwise, but I don't know what lor and et mean. With the C-I-X, I don't know if there's anything specifically in the game that tells you exactly how to interpret this. Oh, neat. But we have seen... Huh? Okay. We have seen at least one thing in the game that could potentially give us a clue. Do I want to do anything else today? Or just make this... Could just get items. Let's take this bare green room. That could tell us what CIX does. Funnily enough, I made the room that might give us the biggest hint into a rare room, but we don't really need that room to figure it out. It's not a particularly difficult thing. If you just saw CIX on its own, CIX does not spell an English word, yes, but the letters it uses are a bit suspicious. Like, what could they stand for? What I really want to see is now a treasure trove, but I'm probably not going to see one today. I'm just guessing it's not going to happen. So I'm just kind of wandering to see if I happen to find something useful. I probably will not today. I let's set ourselves up for another day. Also, we might know we got arch areas already. This one was Vera. So we know Vera is the turtle one. We know it's the symbol. It's either pink or green. Morajai we have a lot of. I need more letters in the mailroom. I think that's what I need. Anyway, CIX. It doesn't actually require anything else from the game to decipher. We can decipher if we happen to know what those letters might represent. I'll just do the funeral parlor puzzle so I can say I've done it. The white box is true. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. Well, if this is true, then the gems are in fact in this box. And this is false. No, hold on a second. If these are true, then this is false, and the gems would be in this. That can't be it. So this has to be false, making this false, making this true. So it has to be the black box. Right? Yeah, one gem. Who cares? We just need to solve these now. What am I? Oh, Great Hall. There's going to be something in the Great Hall back there. We just need to solve them because one of the trophies is given for solving parlor games, so I do want to do that. Don't know exactly what I'm looking for today. Oh, keycard. That's good. Not going to keep this keycard unless I end in the break room. Of course, with the blessing of the monk, I don't really want the break room outside. And there's apparently like a bug or something. The break room is one of 2 rooms that cannot be made outside. For some reason, the game just won't let you do it. Let's take the closed exhibit because I have the key card. Anything else I can grab today? Drawing room at least gives me my gem back. There's something beeping. Oh, there's that. Treasure trove would be nice. This, I don't want this dead end here, do I? It's keys. It's... I don't have the car keys, so I don't care about getting in the trunk. This might just be the best room. No, I can redraw. Security will allow me to set up an experiment, maybe? Perhaps a good one. I can set the security level up high because I have the key card now. Let's set up something good from the lab. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, draft upgraded floor plan's fine. Trash while digging is... I don't have the shuffle, I don't think. Draft upgraded floor plan, permanent increased lockpicking skills. Gain a star is also kind of nice. Let's increase the lockpicking skills. Yeah, I didn't get one I liked there. Oh, hold on. Actually, shoot. I wanted to check. I think I have to check on the actual remote terminal. So I need to check the data packet, right? Because I want to see if I can get more mail to the mailroom. What's the packet? Every time. So, oh shoot, it's not gonna see. Next time, draft floor plan. This. Apple draft shopper. Trash while digging. Is there a letter will be delivered to the mailroom? Want that. Gain a star is good. Gold to allowance. Low reservoir crate. Antechamber. Lockpicking skill. One more of these ought to be good. A dice to 2 is good. That's okay. Let's grab those. So let's make sure the mail is part of the packet so that I can potentially add more mail to the mail room. Will this be useful at all today? I don't think so. I don't think I have any more goals today. I think all I'm doing is just seeing if I can find something. This will at least give me a start. No, let's do the bedroom. Let's put the dead end here. Is there anything on the table? No, there's nothing in the room. Wow. Wow. Harsh. Patio break room is good because it gives me keys. And my skills in picking locks is improved. So I think 17 is 17. 41, when we swap that, minus 21 is 20. 10, 100. We've done this one. It's 19, isn't it? 8 plus 10 is 18. Swapped is 81. Divided by 9 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. When you flip 11, it should still be 11. This is a fine place for that. We get another star. And a lockpicking skill. Chapel. Yeah, let's feed the pig. Let's see. Mechanarium's not going to get me a lot right now. How many? I think I have just 2. I have 3 of these, so I'll get 3 doors. That's actually kind of the best room now. Let's see. Foyer. It's too late for that to do anything, I think. Maid's chamber kind of sucks, though, so let's put the foyer here anyway. I don't think I've opened any antechamber doors, so it doesn't matter. Showroom's not helpful because I don't have enough money to buy it out. Let's grab this stuff. This would give me extra steps if I had a trophy room, which I don't have. I'm having the feeling that this day is essentially over. There's nothing else we're going to do this day that will get me anything. But you never know. Music room could have a vault key in it. All this essentially blocks this section off. I have 3 green rooms, so this doesn't double my gems. This is going to give me 3 keys. You know what? Let's take this. Oh, 4 keys. Where's the other bedroom? Oh, the aquarium is a bedroom. So 4 keys. I can now go this way. Would I get a vault key? I think vault keys can be in the music room. That's a potential place to get one. Commissary? My coins aren't going to expensive items. They're going to be going to cheap ones. Don't know why I bought that. Set of gems. Okay, I'm out of money, but I have plenty of stuff. Veranda is fine. Although I think we're pretty much done. I think at this point I don't really have any room left to create a room that's useful to me. I have some room up there actually. Waste of time. Let's take the gymnasium. Not afraid of my steps being lost. Oh hey, running shoes. Don't have enough to buy anything out of there. I've already set up my experiment, so there's no reason for me to do that. Let's just set this guy up. Yeah, let's try around the chapel, see if I can't find a room that will help me today. Carrying item-wise, not really carrying any items that I'd want to save. Via something like a coat check. There we go, feed the pig. Let's try this again. Trophy room. It's just an excess of gems. I mean, treasure trove really would be the one I want to see, but I haven't even seen it yet. Let's get something else. The pool. Let's take the wine cellar. This day's already over. I want to just show you something here. We've seen this early in the run even. We noticed this crest. So this is the crest. It's got the mix of like the different families on it. I think it's supposed to represent the Sinclair family. I don't remember. But it does have this Roman numerals here. MCCXII is going to translate to 1213. So this can reference what we saw with the core number letter, talking about how you can make the smallest whole number with the cores. But also C, I, and X. So the CIX on the Ares Court puzzle could very well just refer to the Roman numeral 109. So if we start with that, we have CIX on the top row, then add, then 6. CIX, add 6, and then 3 other things. So it's not clear whether this means like start with 109 and then add 6 to 115, or the 109 is a starting point we don't use in the puzzle and we just start at 115. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, it's possible we have to set that clock we saw to 109 and then set it to 115. It is also possible we set the clock not to 109 at all. We just started at 115. What is a good room to put outside? Secret passage I could put outside. That'd be an interesting one. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the secret passage outside. The best way to the secret passage. I'll just go around to the entrance hall. And we'll see what I can get from there. So yeah, now it doesn't matter what we pull because the door has already been opened on that side. We can't choose what room it is. But we can end our day here. And what this is going to do is it's going to put the secret passage outside so that tomorrow the first room I can draft outside is the secret passage. And you might be wondering what the use of that would be. There isn't all that much, but I'll show you what we'll see. Are any new rooms? No, I still got to find those new rooms. Let's just show us right in this video. We'll probably have another quick day. I just have a feeling I'm not going to get lucky. Who knows? Maybe I will, and this ends up being a really long day. But we'll. What I really want to see is the treasure trove. That's what I really want to see. Alright, now I don't want to necessarily draw more hallways today. I'm not sure what I would want to draw today. I'm not going to go for the final exam because I'd have to draw a schoolhouse out here. And I'm not going to. I'm about to draw a secret passage. So yeah, we can draw this here. Leads to a room the color of our choice. So we'll think, oh, we could make another room out here. Well, I want you to look very carefully at this bookshelf. Do you see anything, perhaps, that is different than what we saw inside? Now, the colors are a bit darker, so it might look like there's something here. But look, we got our yellow book, the red, purple, the green, and the orange. But there's this here. This book was not in the secret passage inside. This book is only in the room if you draft it outside. The trouble is, we can't pull this book. It doesn't do anything. But it's quite obvious that there's something to do with this book because it exists here when it doesn't inside. If this was not something important, then it would not have generated out here. It would have been exactly the same as it was indoors. But no matter what I pick here, nothing's going to happen. So if I pick this, it's just a caved-in entrance. There's nothing here. And that's usually what you find when you draft indoor rooms outdoors. There's nothing there. But if we remember that there's this extra book, let's keep this in mind in case we come across something else. Perhaps that will tell us why there is a 6th book in the secret passage. Let's see how we're doing on our tunnel, maybe? That's a possibility. It is pretty much clear, it looks like. I don't think I actually need that experiment anymore. I could remove it from the list of possible experiments. Yeah, there's nothing else. It's really dark in here. We just have this door, which is locked. Okay, never mind. So let's come back here with a key. And we'll open that door. So note to self. Get a key before coming out to the tunnel in the morning. CIX add 6. I gotta figure out what those other things mean. Uh-huh. Do I want to go for any type of room today? Yes, I want to go for Black Prince, because that's how I get my treasure trove. And the throne room is going to show up a lot too, but we'll get the throne room later. Hallway closet, it's not... 2 items is alright, but let's take the steps for now. I'll accept the gem. Thing is, there's not very many Black Prince in the game, so picking Black Prince is more common isn't going to do a lot. Because I think there's the treasure trove and there's the throne room, and that might just be it for gems. I'm going to want to come back with a key. I've got a blue chest with a moon symbol. Now, I know there was a note, something about the moon symbols. I'm going to quick tab over. In a black chest with a moon symbol, I saw boxes marked with moon always contain false statements. But is that true? No, it is not, because the blue note that said green memos and white boxes are always lies was in a box with a moon symbol. So boxes marked with moon always contains false statements. It's false, so there could be a true statement in here. Sun symbols are always true. Okay, well, we'll come back with keys. We've got to get some keys. I'm going to take this, because the room, all 3 options cut into the one the den was doing. So by doing this, I make sure to keep options open. I'll see boudoir again, I'm sure. Observatory, these cut into the entrance hall. We're going to take this and just take the keys out of it. Or the items out of it. A die is good. I would love a room that gives me keys. This should turn right, would be great. Aquarium is perfect here. This counts as a Black Prince. This is 1. Treasure trove is 2. The throne room I'm probably going to see at some point, but unfortunately I don't have the gems yet. Let's take the kennel. I don't think I have a shovel, though. Hey, good boy, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a shovel yet, so I'm going to have to find that. Attic. You know what? We're taking the attic here. We might find a shovel. We might find some keys. Now look at that. Compass, which I don't care about right now. Shovel, which I do care about. Battery pack, which probably not helpful to me. Locked trunk. Key. Hammer would be nice, but we do not have one there. We got a good old treasure map. I don't know if I'll get the treasure today. Let's just unlock this with the key. We get the key back, plus a gem, and some coins I don't care about. Maybe if I got the showroom today, I could buy something. I still don't have enough to buy out the showroom. Maybe if I broke the chapel's piggy bank, I would. But not yet. Let's put the other spare green room here. Hey, watering can. Here, we'll go in here. This is the green room, so let's fill the watering can. This is a green room, let's fill the watering can. Or not fill the watering can, use the watering can. I have enough to make the throne room now. Is that a good idea? It does go through all my gems. Let's try it. At least I can open the north door with this. Probably not a good idea, I don't know, because now I have no gems, but I can get them back. This is one way to get them back. This is another way to get them back. I'll just solve the puzzle. Gems are not in the blue box. The other two statements are both true. The gems are in the white box. If this is true... Oh, no, this can't be true, because then it'd be 3 true statements. This is false, which means that only one of these is true. Well, if this is true, the gems are in the white box, then this would also be true, making this true. So this must be false. This is false. This is true. Hold on. The gems are not in the blue box is true. The gems in the white box is false. Therefore, they're in the black box. Right? Did I do that right? Yeah. Okay, got a couple gems. Observatory might get me even more. Where are we at? 47 stars? Good. I don't want dead ends today. There's that. What were the rooms again that give me the sale? It's not the showroom. Yeah, it's commissary, kitchen, locks. Bookshop I don't care about anymore. So yeah, those are good, but the showroom I still have to pay full price for everything. Drawing room, we'll get that gem right back. Anything else? I've already got my... Oh, let's use the key in the treasure trove. That's what I needed the keys for. Right? No! Let's see if I can buy gems, though. Yeah, very cheap. Very cheap items here. That's good. Cool. Let's head back. Do a little bit of a walk and go to the treasure trove. Open... No, did I already open it? I did not. I was just talking about it. I did not open the chest. We will do that. So it's a blue chest with the moon symbol. And it says pink boxes marked with moon symbols always contain false statements. Now, moon symbol boxes are not always false. Oops. So this could be true, but it also could be false. Do I have enough information to know for sure? So this is the 9th note, blue box, blue chest, moon symbol. So moon symbols are not always false, right? Look, boxes marked with moon symbols always false is wrong because there was a moon symbol that was true. House. True isn't true. Boxes marked with moon symbol always contain false statements. Pink boxes with moon. This could be true. I just haven't seen a pink box with a moon symbol in here yet. So we'll have to find out. But it's possible that that is a true statement. Patio is fine if I want gems. I'm going to take the bedroom here. Get an item I don't need. Thank you very much. Courtyard? Sure. So I'll get a gem from my watering can. I'll get 4 gems from this. Okay, coins is really not what I was hoping for, but the coin purse will give me plenty more. Trunk. This is not a good thing to put here. Let's put the locked trunk here, or the hallway with the locked trunk in it. Might be keys inside. There are not. There's more coins. Okay, now's a day where the showroom might be useful, but it still wouldn't be that useful. Music room could be useful. Prism key. Prism key's not useful now. Casino we've never been in, so here's a chance to go to a room we've never been to. So there's some coins to start us off, as well as a coin on the floor there. So most of the games here are just slot machines, so I can pull the lever and spend a coin. We do this, and we got nothing for it, which is generally what happens. Sometimes you get some extra coins, sometimes you get... No, I don't think you can get us coins out of this, but I don't want to get that. You can, if you have the broken lever, you can play this one. I don't think I have it, which has, I think, slightly better chances. But otherwise, just the slot machines, I don't really care about those. Here in the middle, we have a thing, the roulette we can wager on, but we only do it once a day. Wager 5, and the prizes are pretty low. Wager 20, they're pretty good prizes. Wager 100, you can get some really good prizes. Let me save this, because if I'm finding out I can't do much with this day and I still have 100 coins, I could potentially wager and get allowance from that. I'm going to take the prism key here and get the gift shop, because what I'm going to do instead is use my money to buy the Darebird trophy. The Swimbird plushie, I mean. By this, it unlocks Dare Mode, which I don't know, will I show you Dare Mode? I haven't really been doing it. There's a trophy for completing Dare Mode. What it does is you have to start a new file. In that file, you choose Dare Mode, and you have to get to room 46 with some conditions that are placed on you. And if you do that, you get the trophy, then you come back to your main file and import the trophies from Blackbridge. It's really what you can do. Cursed Coffers. Let's take it, so we've done it. Now this appears in the Shrine, and we can use that to unlock yet another mode. Of course, we would have to have some items first. Office. Office will let me check email, maybe? There's a new email I could help out. Who knows? I don't know if this would be helpful. I haven't... Let's check the mail. There isn't anything new here. Let's check remote terminal. Let's go to the laboratory, set up an experiment, perhaps. Maybe set up our experiments and remove the one about removing crates from the tunnel, because I don't have to do that ever again. That's finished. Oh, here we go. Let's deliver some mail to the mailroom. So... let me not check my map ever again. Come on, give me a dining room now. Or do I already have a dining room? I probably already have one. Let me check my map real quick. I don't have a dining room yet. Successful triggers 1. Pool. There, 1 step for each room in the house. I'm just trying to get tons of steps so I can now set myself up with a lot of... I have to go inside? I have to go inside. Okay. So I want to set up my... Yeah, more triggers of this. More mail in the mail room. There we go. 7 triggers of that. End our day a bit early, but that's okay. Call it a day. Now, when we find the mail room, we'll have a bunch more stuff. But I'll want the magnifying glass next time I go to the mail room. Because there should be some more stamps that could help us out with the sigil puzzles. Of course, now this is going to appear outside, which I don't want. I don't want this outside. Maybe what I go for is the classrooms again. I could try that. let's take a break here. I've been recording for close to an hour. That was 3 days worth. Nothing like major happened, but we are making some progress towards some other puzzles, perhaps. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Keeve W. You've been whoever you are, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.